been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce.
Set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first.
Gain of 9 yards. And a Ravens.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. But it's going to be second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. First down, Ravens.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
Number 20.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 26.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second and 5 now. Vick. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Ravens nothing.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? He may try and run for this. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
First down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 38, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Complete to Barry.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Jackson now. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
First down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on fourth down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Brandon Cooks, 69 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Ravens 8. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown,
Marquise Brown. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
15.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's got his man on the crossing route. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play, and it'll move the chains. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They just get the play off. Now Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got White here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
They all understand that even after that loss on first down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
Steps away to his left. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
1st and 10.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
5 yards on the carry. Good. Pick up on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw and complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here's Vic. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Vic to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Vic. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Michael Vick. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Got a man. It's Brown. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Raiders nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 24 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up
a second and 11 from the
19-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
4-yard gain.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
These two teams all tied after one.
The first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 more yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Raiders' 36-yard line.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Johnson's got it complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Complete to
it's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards.
And a Raider first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 30.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Sanders. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson.
The 29-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body, In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To the air again, Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Sanders on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll look downfield for Waller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
56. Check 56.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. This time Jackson will throw it. Buying time to his left. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. From the 39, Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now Jackson on first down, throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up
here's second and 1 now from the 7.
7-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
For the 2-point conversion.
Now Jackson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mariota to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's back to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Las Vegas.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And that'll be incomplete. offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
Again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put